We felt so sorry for him. And then, when his heart attack came along, and he sat dead in that chair. Remember, Martha? We made up our minds right then and there that if we could help other lonely old men get to that same peace, we would.
He dropped dead right in that chair. How awful for you.
Oh, why no, dear. It was rather like old times. Your grandfather always used to have a cadaver or two lying around the house. You see, Teddy thought Mr. Midgley was a yellow fever victim. That meant he had to be buried immediately. So we all took him down to Panama and buried him in the canal. And that's why we told you not to worry, because we know exactly what's to be done.
So that's how this all happened. That man walking in here and dropping dead.
Of course, we couldn't depend on that happening again. So, do you remember all those jars of poison that have been sitting upstairs in Grandfather's laboratory all these years? You know your Aunt Martha's knack for mixing things. You've eaten enough of her Piccadilly. Well, for 1 gallon of elderberry wine, I add a teaspoon of arsenic, a half a teaspoon of strychnine, and just a pinch of cyanide.
You must have quite a kick.
Oh, yes. One of the gentlemen even had time to say, "How delicious." Well, I better get things started in the kitchen. I do wish you could stay for dinner. I'm trying a new recipe.
I couldn't eat a thing.
Well, I'm so happy now. Oh, you have to wait for Elaine, don't you? Oh, how happy you must be. Well, I'll just leave you with your thoughts.
Are you Elaine?
understand you have a room to rent.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. We were just setting the table for dinner. Why don't you sit down?
Hello! Ow! 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 Hello! Ow! 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 Sorry, wrong number.
May I see the room?
First, why don't you sit down and let's get acquainted?
Well, that won't do much good if I don't like the room.
Are you from Brooklyn?
I don't have a home. I live in a hotel. Don't like it.
Hello? Al? Hey, you've got to get somebody to come to that place, man. Look, Al, I can't do it. I'm telling you, I can't. Just look around, see who's down there. Get a hold of George or somebody. Yeah, get a hold of George. I'll wait.
Are your family Brooklyn people?
Haven't got a family.
All alone in the world?
Yep.
Well, Martha. Well, you come to just the right place. Why don't you sit down?
What's George doing in Bermuda? Oh, of course I told George he could go to Bermuda. It's my department. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Just get a hold of somebody else. There's got to be somebody else down in the office. The big office, Al. Look around.
Is there always this much noise?
Oh, he doesn't live with us.
How about the office boy? The bright one. The one we don't like. Oh, come on, Al. There's got to be somebody else there. Just look around. Oh, hold on.
May I please just see the room?
Oh, that's upstairs. Why don't you try a glass of our wine first?
Wine? Oh, I never touch it.
It's elderberry wine. We make it ourselves.
Elderberry, eh? Haven't had that since I was a boy.
Well, who else is down there? How about the fellow who set my coffee? Or Joe, or Jack, or Jake. It's not somebody, the third one from the left. Oh no, Al. What if he turns out to be another Burns Mantle?
Do you have your own elderberry bushes?
No, but the cemetery is full of them.
No, Al, I'm not drinking. But I'm going to start now.
Do you serve meals?
We might, but first let's see whether you like our wine. Mortimer! Mortimer! Not that.
What are you doing? What's it going to be killed? Let's go to me! Get out of this house! Let's go to me! It's full of crazy people! Let's get out of here! You don't want to be crazy like that! Get out!
Well, now you've spoiled everything.
You can't do things like that. Not only is it illegal, it's not a nice thing to do. People wouldn't understand. He wouldn't understand.
Abby, we shouldn't have told Mortimer.
Oh. All I'm saying is, this has developed into a very bad habit.
Mortimer, we don't try to stop you from doing things you like to do. I don't see why you should interfere with us.
Hello? Yeah, Al. Fine. I'll cover that place tonight. I'll see the first act, and then I'll pan the hell out of that. But you gotta do something for me. Get a hold of O'Brien, our lawyer, the head of our legal department. Have him meet me down at the theater as soon as possible. Okay, I'm leaving now. You've got to do this for me, Al. Please. All right, bye. I've got to run down to the theater, but before I go, could you two promise me something?
We have to know